Well, good morning. It's just past 7. It's Tuesday, October 3rd, and today we're going to have another nice day. High 86, clear skies tonight, down to 64, and then later this week, 80s.
Jeez, come on.
Yeah.
Cool down already.
I don't know what's going on with the weather. I mean, we had some cool temperatures.
Yes.
Like last month,
Yeah.
like beginning of September, really. It was starting to feel cool. We're getting the 70s. Maybe even some 60s tossed in there. Now it's like, boom, 80s. So it will switch at some point.
Yeah.
But I'm ready. I'm not ready for the snow yet.
No?
My body and my yard and everything just not ready for it.
I looked out this morning and noticed the backyard is now covered in leaves. I'm
getting a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just like overnight, just
leaves. And the thing, though, is I look up at the trees and a lot of them not changing. Yeah. So it's going to happen really, really soon.
Yeah.
Lots to get to this morning. Let's find out what's happening in the news. WSJM News brought to you by our friends at Cornerstone Alliance. See gomichigan.com, Cornerstone Alliance.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Criminal code reforms could be coming to the city of Benton Harbor. Speaking at a meeting yesterday, interim city attorney Sarah Seneca said the city is in the process of reviewing how to decriminalize some minor offenses that previously would count as misdemeanors. She said they would become civil infractions instead.
Right now, a lot of our more minor offenses are considered misdemeanors. As you can imagine, if someone gets charged with a misdemeanor and they don't show up to court, even if they think it's a pretty minor crime, like for throwing something out the window, littering, I'll use as an example, people think, well, all I did was litter, all I did was throw something out the window, it can't be that serious.
But if that person misses their court date, a warrant could be put out for their arrest. Seneca said if people miss their court date, they wind up with a criminal record.
We're restoring justice for people. We're making it easier for them to get jobs. They're not going to have these misdemeanors on their record. They may have a civil infraction.
Seneca said this effort now being discussed in committee is only focusing on minor, nonviolent offenses. She notes in most communities, the offenses under review would be civil infractions, but in Benton Harbor, they are currently misdemeanors. She credited the Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety with leading the effort. A dedication ceremony for the new River Valley Elementary School in Three Oaks will be held later this month. The River Valley School District says they'll mark the opening on October 16 with a community celebration. The dedication will feature student performances and presentations, remarks from the River Valley School District staff, the Board of Education, and community partners. The elementary wing of the campus will be open for guests to tour from 5:30 to 6. Tours of the newly remodeled sections of the middle school and high school will happen after the ceremony. River Valley School District Board of Education President David Whitlow says the district is proud to give its youngest learners a new building. The dedication again starts at 6 o'clock, October 16, in the River Valley Elementary School multi-purpose room in Three Oaks. The Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Federal Communications Commission are planning a nationwide emergency alert test for this week. The alert will go out at 2:20 Wednesday afternoon. The test message will be sent to all televisions, radios, and mobile phones. The national test will consist of two portions. They'll test the wireless emergency alerts and then the emergency alert system. The wireless emergency alerts will go to phones, and the message will be sent in either English or Spanish, depending on the settings of your device. FEMA and the FCC are coordinating with wireless providers, emergency managers, and others in preparation for the national test to minimize confusion. So again, if your phone goes off at 2:20 this Wednesday afternoon, don't panic. That is only a test.
Should we be worried? Because you mentioned that your phone didn't go off and usually doesn't. Should be worried. Should we be worried that it doesn't go off?
I'm going to find out if my phone doesn't go off. Who I should contact, if anybody.
Yeah, because I don't remember turning a setting off or anything like that. And I mean, if there is a national emergency, I'd like to know.
Yeah, I know there's a setting for Amber Alerts. I leave that one on all the time. I want to see the Amber Alerts. But I don't remember getting a national test.
Yeah, I was looking at my settings to see if there was anything that I happened to have flipped off, and I have not had anything.
Don't flip off your phone.
I don't flip off. I flip off my phone for a lot of things, but that, not so much.
All right, back to the trees. Where are the best places around here to see fall colors. We sent WSJM's Andrew Green out to find out, and he gave us this report.
Trees across West Michigan will soon be draped in color, and what better way to enjoy them with a drive down a local road. The County Road Association of Michigan has worked with the state's 83 county road agencies to develop a list of the best county roads in the state for fall color, and this year's list is now out. The association says peak viewing conditions for West Michigan are expected from October 9th to October 23rd. In Southwest Michigan, it says the best roads to drive if you want to see fall colors are Blue Star Highway along Lake Michigan from Van Buren County to Berrien County, Red Arrow Highway from Stevensville to New Buffalo, and Madron Lake Road in Buchanan. Meanwhile, the peak fall color time in the Upper Peninsula is happening right now, just in case you want to go on a little road trip. Andrew Green, WSJM News.
And in the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
I do want to go on a road trip.
Yeah.
The fall colors.
Beautiful.
So definitely going to have to check those out.
Yes, indeed.
And Andrew probably cruising around in his new car.
Well, and he likes to hike too, so this is like
Right.
prime
So
time
he
for
knows,
him.
Yeah, he knows what's good.
Yeah.
We got lots to get to this morning. Check in with our friends from the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber here in just a few minutes. Let's find out what's happening around the nation and the world with ABC News.
Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz offering his motion to vacate the Speaker's chair, setting up a showdown with Kevin McCarthy over the short-term spending bill, the bill that passed with the support of Democrats over the weekend.
He is committed to this effort. He has made it clear he does not believe that Kevin McCarthy should be the Speaker of the House. So he can bring this motion to try to force this vote to oust Speaker McCarthy, and then it could fail. We could see this fail. And Gaetz says at some point, he may try again.
That's ABC senior congressional correspondent Rachel Scott. Former President Donald Trump is expected back in a Manhattan courtroom today as the fraud trial involving overinflating his real estate portfolio continues. Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of the cryptocurrency exchange FTX, begins his fraud trial today in New York. A 9-year-old little girl who disappeared last weekend while riding her bike found. The man believed to have abducted her in upstate New York in custody. Police tracked him down through fingerprints left on a ransom note. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Your sports update on the morning show is brought to you by True Blue Financial. Independent, uncomplicated, dedicated.
Last night in the NFL, Monday Night Football closing out week number 4, it was the Seattle Seahawks over the New York Giants 24-3. Seattle improves to 3-1 on the season. The Giants fall to 1-3. The Major League Baseball postseason begins today with the wild card round. Today, Texas is at Toronto at 3. Minnesota is at Toronto at 4:30. It's Arizona and Milwaukee at 7, and Miami at Philadelphia at 8 o'clock. NHL preseason tonight, it's the Detroit Red Wings at the Chicago Blackhawks at 8:30 at United Center. And junior college sports tonight, in volleyball, it's Lake Michigan College on the road at Lansing Community College at 6:30. And in high school sports news, Lakeshore baseball coach Mark Nate has announced his retirement after 18 seasons as head of the Lancers baseball program. Nate leaves as the all-time winningest coach in Lancers baseball history with a record of 436 and 199, including back-to-back state titles in 2017 and 2018. With sports, I'm Dave Wolf.
Sometimes you just don't know where to start. So we're a starting point.
That's the new director of the Women's Business Center at Cornerstone Alliance, Kristen Patzer.
We're that sounding board to talk through your ideas. You know, there's market research and statistics that come into play. And so we're here to really talk through from the idea phase and beyond.
From helping you develop your business plan to matching you with financial assistance and networking, the Women's Business Center helps entrepreneurs turn their ideas into thriving businesses. And the support doesn't stop there.
I would argue that's even where it gets more critical. As you start to do it, you're in the thick of it and things arise that you'll need guidance on.
Best of all, assistance is very low cost or free.
We will help you really in every aspect of it.
The Women's Business Center at Cornerstone Alliance in Michigan's Great Southwest.
When I get big, I want to be a pediatrician. I want to be a lawyer when I grow up.
Our kids dream of who they'll be someday. And before we know it, someday becomes today. I'm Vicki Holt from True Blue Financial. College arrives sooner than any of us plan for. That's why getting started now is so important. At True Blue Financial, we'll help your family create a roadmap that leads to college while gaining all the tax advantages possible. We teach our children to dream big and believe in their ability to overcome any obstacle. By investing wisely, you can help tackle the financial obstacles and smooth the way for them to pursue their dreams. It's never too early or too late to start. Learn more about us at trueblue.financial or give us a call today.
True Blue Financial. Independent, uncomplicated, dedicated.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through True Blue Financial, a registered investment advisor and separate entity from LPL Financial.
Mostly sunny skies again today, and we're looking at really warm temperatures away from the lakeshore. We're going to be in the low to mid 80s. Near the lakeshore, we're going to be upper 70s, right around 80 degrees. Clear skies tonight. We stay in the lower 60s, and then for Wednesday, a lot more clouds roll in. Partly to mostly cloudy skies. High temperatures right around 80. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
And you can be part of the show anytime. You can call 925-WSJM. You can email let's talk at WSJM.com. You can also comment on our live stream. We've got our Facebook page and our YouTube live right now. And we were talking earlier about the alerts on the phones.
Yes.
Do you want to say good morning to Teresa? She said that she got alerts on her phone when we were in lockdown for COVID, so you should be fine. Do you remember getting any notifications about that stuff?
Nope.
Where's your phone come from? What service do you have?
AT&T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe contact those people. Maybe with the new phone.
Have you ever tried that?
Yeah, I do the
Please
customer.
hold for 20 hours.
Yeah, the customer service is very tough with a lot of different carriers.
Because they can be.
Yeah, what you do is you call them and say, I'm going to cancel. And then they're like, let's connect you to a customer service representative.
Let's
as
find
soon as
somebody who can
possible.
save this account.
Yeah. Well, let's get Sarah Spoonholtz on the phone from the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber. Sarah, how are you this morning?
Good. You can also, depending on what type of phone you have, turn alerts off. So that could be it.
Okay.
You might have done that, Ken, without even realizing it.
I'm
So
pretty sure
just a
I
heads
did
up.
because I still get the Amber alerts,
Yeah.
but I don't
Okay,
get the other
okay.
alerts. But that is a good tip. Keep that on, everyone.
Yeah. Keep that one on.
Yeah.
Are
Keep that one on.
you sure your phone's actually a phone? Or is it just like a brick?
It might just be a calculator.
Yeah.
Because all I do is math on it.
It's just a piece of cardboard that you wrote iPhone on the back of it.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, Sarah, how are you this morning? What do you guys got going on over at the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber?
Well, apparently we're going to help Ken make sure that he has a functional phone that's more than just a calculator.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we have a lot of great stuff going on. Yesterday we had a fantastic lunch and learn with Drew Dudley, speaking on the cultures of leadership to a packed crowd. And it was a great day. And I woke up today thinking it was Wednesday, but it's not. It's only Tuesday. So that's how great of a day it was. But coming up, we've got a lot of stuff. 1 week from today, Johnny, we'll be joining you folks down at the Shadowland Ballroom for our 2023 St. Joseph City Commissioner Candidate Forum. I don't know if you guys are excited about this, but I know that we are excited to,
absolutely,
get some questions into our 6 candidates, one of which is an incumbent, Commissioner Brooke Thomas, coming in for looking for her second term. So 3 positions open on the St. Joseph City Commission, 6 candidates vying for those. And hopefully a lot of great opportunity to help educate the voters about who these individuals are. There's names on there that I recognize, names on there that I don't recognize. But we're really looking forward to it, encouraging business owners, encouraging residents in the city to attend and hear how who they elect to possibly impact how things are done in the city. So, we are definitely looking forward to being there. RSVP is still taking place for that. Doors will open at 5:30. The forum will run 6 to 7:30, and then we'll have some yummy food courtesy of Silver Beach Pizza, some appetizers, maybe a few pizzas because, it's Silver Beach Pizza after all, available for people if they want to stick around, plus also a cash bar. So we do recommend that you RSVP if you could, just so we know head count wise and space wise. And you do have a link that if you want to submit questions, you can do so.
Okay.
All that can be found at our website, smrchamber.com.
That's really awesome. Yeah, looking forward to that again. The 10th and put that on your calendar and join us. And hopefully, like last year, there will be leftover pizza for me to take home. Because that's important.
Is that
That
where
is
it went?
truly where your priority lies.
Yeah. I didn't want to take the pizza, but you forced it upon me. You're like, you have to take this pizza. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll take it. What else you
If
guys
I
got going
must.
on?
Well, coming up later in the month, Johnny and Ken, so October 25th, we have our Young Professionals Pickleball event. It's sold out. I'm so sorry. But unfortunately, that event is at capacity. Going to be happening at South Shore Health and Racket Club. So if you are looking forward to playing pickleball, you kind of missed your opportunity to do so. However, the very next night, October 26th, that Thursday, we're going to be at Tabor Hill. It's going to be the last event inside, or possibly one of the last ones, inside their private event tent. And if you've never been inside the event tent, it is going to be amazing. It is in the vineyard. It is gorgeous. It is just stunning views of everything. And what a perfect time to be out there. So RSVP is happening right now. Again, you can show up day of. We will definitely let you in. But if you could RSVP in advance so that we have a proper head count, for food, for seating, that would be amazing. It's going to run 5 until 7, and I am so excited that we are going to be there. We've got some great places coming up for business after hours. Tabor Hills Event Tent is definitely one of them, so looking forward to that too.
Can I bring my pickleball racket and pickleball to the event tent since I wasn't able to sign up for the other event?
No.
Oh.
I am going to draw the line there, Johnny,
Okay.
just because.
Come
just
on.
Because I don't want anything. I do not want to be held responsible for anything happening.
I'm really
to this event, okay? I believe you.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it. I am an athlete. All right. All right. What else? What else is on the calendar? Why are you laughing at that? Of course, you know I'm an athlete. Why is that funny?
Nothing.
That is
All right.
priceless.
All right.
Also coming up, we've got Detroit Lions football. It's a Chamber Day Monday Night Football taking on the Raiders. The Lions, holy cow, could this be the year?
Oh,
Don't say that.
Stop.
Don't say
Stop.
that.
Knocking on wood.
Do not jinx it.
You know what? It's been, truthfully, their win over the Packers in Lambeau, holy cow. Like, what a great game. Just a huge win. So definitely looking forward to this. But if you do want to see Monday Night Football at its finest with the Lions, the Raiders, tickets available for our Chamber Day with them. Still, they are going quickly, though. The seats are filling up fast. So if you do want to go, head to our website, smrchamber.com, and purchase the tickets now. Do not wait. The longer you wait, also, the higher the prices are going up because of how quickly the seats are getting filled. So just a heads up on that. But probably the most exciting thing, yesterday afternoon, we announced that the nominations period is officially open for our annual meeting for our Business Recognition Awards. So we have 6 different awards that we are looking for nominations for. The winners will be selected during live voting once again at our annual meeting in February at the Mendel Center's Grand Upton Hall. So we are definitely looking forward to that. Lots of great opportunity to recognize individuals, to recognize businesses in and around Southwest Michigan who have been doing something great over this last year. So that a period will run through Wednesday, November 15th. So you've got lots of time to think about, like, hey, who is an up-and-coming under 40 young professional who could be a rising star, or what small business is really making an impact, or what new business do we need to really recognize, because since they've opened their doors, they have just gone gangbusters. A couple of the awards, of course, the one that is the most highly coveted. I think all of the awards are the most highly coveted, right? Because it's an amazing honor for every single person who wins them. But the one that people legitimately battle over is the Pat Moody Award. So looking forward to seeing who gets nominated this year and who you select during our annual meeting in February.
Looking forward to all that. Now, there's a lot of events and a lot of things that, as you said, that are going to sponsor, going to fill up very fast. Sarah, where can we get all the information on all this stuff?
You can head to our website, smrchamber.com. You can also follow us on all of our socials. So everything from X, which is Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, And you can email us directly too if you have questions about anything, like about how you can sponsor, how you can get involved. Maybe you're not a chamber member and you're wondering if you can attend one of these events. By all means, reach out to us. We're happy to get you connected. We do allow non-members to attend a few events just to see how we operate, how we function, and to make sure it's a good fit for you. So we are happy to assist. Arthur, kind of still out on paternity leave. Maybe don't go with him, but Jasmine and I, we are 100% ready to help you and answer any questions that we can and get you involved.
Do we have any updates ready for public consumption on that paternity leave?
All I know is that's a cute baby.
Oh,
I've seen the picture. It's a cute baby.
So beautiful, and she has so much hair.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
that's
so
wonderful.
he's technically out through mid-month, but he is, I shouldn't say this, occasionally he's popped into stuff. He was there yesterday for Drew Dudley, so yeah, he
Still
is doing
working?
a little bit of stuff here and there, but trying to keep him 90% away from the office.
He probably was falling
yeah.
asleep at the time. It's like, I need a nap.
He
Just get a
actually
nap.
wasn't. He
Wow.
wasn't. He was very engaged. He was on point. He was ready to go.
Very nice.
Well, Sarah, always good to chat with you, and we'll talk to you here in a couple weeks, but I'm sure we'll see you. We'll see you in, a week at that wonderful candidate forum, but we'll talk to you again soon.
Absolutely, guys, and welcome to October.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Sports, news, and your Bloomberg Market Minute is next.
Just as the roots of a mighty oak run deep, Sturgis Bank is committed to seeing our hometowns flourish. We'll help you buy a home, start a business, or expand your company. Our commitment to local decision-making shows our wholehearted investment in the places we call.
All right. Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing this morning?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, Teresa was on our Facebook page. I think this is when we were talking about the Lions possibly going all the way. Could this be the year? And she says, don't jinx it. Do not jinx it.
Agree.
Yeah. Are they playing well? Yes. Is it the beginning of the season? Yes.
Yeah.
We're not even at the halfway point yet.
Yeah.
When they clench a playoff victory or a playoff spot, then I can start thinking about what the next stage is. But I do not want to jinx it because there's some really good teams. Not only in their division. Well, there's a good team or an okay team in their division, which is the Minnesota Vikings. But they'll probably win the division, the Detroit Lions. But you've got San Francisco and Philadelphia that are both, I believe, still undefeated, and they're kicking butt. So it is going to be a tough road ahead for the Detroit Lions.
Are they playing the Green Bay Packers again?
Yeah.
On Thanksgiving?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yeah, they usually play twice from the teams in their division. But yeah, it's a quick turnaround because they just played, and then they're going to play here in a month.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, some good lineups on Thanksgiving Day. San Francisco versus Seattle.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
I think is it Sunday Night Football for San Francisco I think it's this Sunday. It's San Francisco and the Cowboys.
Oh.
Classic matchup.
I hope
between the two.
I hope they cream the Cowboys.
Yeah, they probably will. Good. Well, I don't think they'll cream them. They'll definitely it'll be a battle because they're two really good teams. So we'll see. But how's everybody else's day going? Are you enjoying the warm, abnormally warm weather that we're dealing with October?
No.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking everybody else.
I know, but I'm answering for them.
All right.
There was a collective no.
It was nice yesterday. It did get hot, but it was nice.
Yeah. As I mentioned, I was down in Niles for that event outside. Perfect weather.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect weather. Had the shorts on, short sleeve shirt. Yeah, just nice outside. Mosquitoes were at bay for the most part.
Did you get some concessions? Any popcorn or snacks or anything?
No. $7 to get in and watch the game.
$7?
Yeah, I think the guy took me for a couple of bucks.
I thought soccer was free.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's because they got the fence around there.
Well, and I got there and I said, well, you want money? I'm here as a parent to get recognized. You're going to charge me for that? And he says, I don't know anything about that.
Just give me $7.
Just give me $7.
I don't even work here.
Yeah. I don't even work here. Just give me your cash. He took somebody's credit card before me, so I thought
Then
he
he
was
just
legit.
ran away.
Yeah.
All right.
But you were asking about Matt Gaetz.
Mm-hmm.
And even though the Justice Department
We'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We got to
Okay.
get back to the show.
Radio.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Just about 7:30 today. Going to be pretty warm. And we've got, 86 today.
Jeez.
83 tomorrow.
Wait, 86?
86
That's only
today.
4 degrees away from, if I'm doing the math right, that's only 4 degrees away from 90 in October.
Sounds like you went to college.
I'm telling you. Something like I carried the one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got, looks like Thursday gets to 70 and then Friday 62.
You have any outdoor plans today?
Today, my outdoor plans are get outside at some point.
And do something, yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
yesterday I had thoughts and really want to get outside.
Yeah.
But I didn't really do much.
Didn't happen.
No.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll have to, like you, figure out some sort of yard work to do.
Do the honey-do list.
You were mentioning before we jumped on here about you were doing some looking up of
recon
of Congress, because we were talking last hour about how they're trying to take the Speaker of the House out of the mix. But what's going on with this Matt Gaetz guy?
Well, so Representative Matt Gaetz, he's a member of Congress from Florida. He's the one that filed the resolution against Speaker McCarthy. And you had asked about what's kind of his deal. And part of it was he had a Department of Justice investigation that was going on for many months.
Yep.
They were investigating him for potential sexual misconduct, illicit drug use, other misconduct, breaking the law, breaking federal law. DOJ earlier this year mentioned that they were dropping their investigation. But this summer in July, the House Ethics Committee resumed that investigation. They said nothing that the federal government is doing as far as the Justice Department has any impact on what the committee will and won't investigate. So the committee is examining the same allegations that the Department of Justice was looking into when they opened their investigation into Matt Gaetz back in 2021. Maybe this is part of his motivation to keep the conversation somewhere else. Oh, they're just coming after me because I'm going after the Speaker. Who knows? I don't know. But this is an investigation that has just been ongoing for Matt Gaetz.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's one of those, like, maybe the investigation, they were like, yeah, we're going to reopen that investigation. He's like, you know what? Look over there. Let's do this. Let's hold off on that. Let's talk about this thing for a minute.
Yeah, investigation probably can't go forward very well if you don't have a Speaker of the House.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
Well, let's find out what's happening in the news this morning.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Here's some of the local headlines we're covering. Residents of Dowagiac are advised that the city's drinking water has been flagged by the EPA as exceeding acceptable levels for lead. An EPA review of last year's testing data found that Dowagiac's lead levels are at 17 parts per billion. That is above the federal action level of 15 parts per billion. A new invasive species plant has been found in Berrien Springs. DNR officials tell us hydrilla was discovered in 2 ponds on private property. Those ponds are connected to each other, and they're also connected to the St. Joe River by a 5-mile stream. DNR says it's going to continue to monitor the situation. If you find hydrilla in any other local waterways, you're urged to contact the DNR with location and a picture of it. Criminal code reforms could be coming to the city of Benton Harbor. At their meeting this week, commissioners heard an update on the process of decriminalizing some minor offenses that previously would count as misdemeanors. The interim city attorney says that some non-violent misdemeanors will be classified instead as civil infractions, the process bringing Benton Harbor closer to how infractions are treated in other communities. In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
Now that baseball's over for the Detroit Tigers, we've still got a lot of other sports to go to because, MLB playoffs are starting up, even though Tigers weren't able to make them.
Yeah.
That's going to start up, I think, as soon as today.
Oh.
Wild card and all that stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
they quick
fun.
turnaround for those boys.
No rest.
We'll catch you up with sports with Dave Wolf in just a moment. Let's find out what's happening around the state with the Michigan News Network.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Beth Fisher. The parents of Oxford High School shooter Ethan Crumbley will go to trial on 4 charges of involuntary manslaughter. The Michigan Supreme Court has denied hearing their case. Prosecutors have argued that they gave their son easy access to a gun and disregarded signs that he was a threat. Ethan Crumbley, now 17, was 15 when he opened fire inside the school and killed 4 classmates, Anna St. Juliana, Justin Schilling, Tate Muir, and Madison Baldwin. Oakland County Judge Kwame Rowe ruled last week that Crumbley could be sentenced to life in prison without parole. Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist visited a Detroit CVS pharmacy Monday to receive his updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot. He wants Michiganders to do the same. There was no big winner in last night's Powerball, so the estimated jackpot for Wednesday night is $1.2 billion. I'm Beth Fisher for the Michigan News Network.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
All right. Here we go, everybody. This is the behind-the-scenes look at what's going on the show. We actually have quite a lot of people watching this morning, so
Sweet.
If anybody's watching this for the very first time, don't turn that dial.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Is that what you're supposed to say? No, probably not. What do you got over there? You got little
lip balm.
Little lip balm?
Yeah.
Do you find that when you put lip balm on, you have a need for more lip balm?
No. And here's why. Because I don't put the candlestick wax on my lips like most purveyors sell you that stuff. I actually have the petroleum jelly lip therapy stuff. It's called Advanced Healing.
Oh,
it's the only one that works, because the other stuff just like you put it on and I don't know what the hell it is. It's like apple wax or something like that. It's like the wax they put on apples. So you're right. You always have to put more stuff on unless you get the petroleum jelly stuff. This is Vaseline brand. But
nice.
Yeah, that's the deal.
Yeah, I just take a little dab of bacon grease, put that on there. It's nice. It smells
that
nice.
Just causes you to lick your lips, which causes more chapping.
No. It just adds keep adding the moisture to my lips when I do that.
Oh, that's funny. Have you ever had goose fat on toast?
Goose fat on toast?
Yeah.
No, but I have had goose fat.
That's so good.
Yeah.
It just melts. The melting temperature of goose fat versus bacon grease, it melts a little bit easier. Yeah. Back when I was a carnivore.
Yeah.
Used to buy it by the can. Goose fat.
You talk about that a lot of when you used to be.
Yeah, because you have all kinds of good
you get so
diversity.
excited about the carnivore-ness that it's like, man.
I get as excited about mushrooms too.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
The chicken of the woods mushroom this weekend. Oh, that was so good.
Nice.
So good.
I have never had the chicken of the woods.
That's good. It has the same texture as chicken.
Do you because it's pretty big, right?
It's
like
big.
It's a big chunk of mushroom.
Yeah.
How do you cook that? Do you put it in a pan, or can I, like a chicken, can I roast the mushroom? Can I put it in the oven?
You want to hear what the fun guy said?
Yeah.
The fun guy, yeah. He said you can prepare it any way that you would a normal chicken.
Okay.
Except don't boil it. I know some people like boiling their chicken.
Sure. Every once in a while.
Don't boil the mushroom.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're free to do with it whatever you wish. I chose to chop mine into bite-sized pieces and saute it with some eggplant and a few other things, some butter, obviously. Could have used some garlic if I wanted to, and then I made an Alfredo sauce. So put some milk in there, let that reduce, and then put the noodles in there.
So if I wanted to, I could smoke it.
You could smoke it. I don't know what that would do to it.
Yeah, I wonder.
Essentially, at some point, you want it to just break down a little bit, and then it gets that texture of a protein.
Right.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah. AI. You want to hear about AI?
Yeah, tell me about AI.
AI in churches. Reading the esteemed publication, The Mirror, U.S. edition. And the Word of God, they report that the Word of God has now officially been taken over by AI, as
What?
proved by a robot-generated sermon, and humans were worshiping at the same time. So
Oh
they
my
they,
gosh.
they put ChatGPT to the test of, can you create a sermon in a church? And they did. And
With
that-
no other so the sermon was created and then they did the sermon.
Pastor Jay Cooper of Violet Crown City Church decided to debut an AI-generated worship service for his congregation. He came across the idea of using AI to worship God through using ChatGPT himself for personal use for writing humorous country music lyrics.
Okay.
That's what he does in his spare time. Thought it'd be a great way to move his congregation into the 21st century by introducing them to AI in a way that still lets them worship God. So he generated the service with AI. I mean, he created prayers, a sermon, an original song based on the sermon itself.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds weird.
And congregation, they were game to do the experiment.
I mean, I understand it makes sense to experiment on that and try that out, but I hope he doesn't keep doing that.
Well, it seems a little counterintuitive, disingenuous. I don't know, something like that.
Right. Yeah, and also it sounds like he's not really doing his job.
He's replaced himself.
Yeah, I would do it as an exercise and just say I'm doing this once just to show you the power of the good and bad of the AI. And then maybe his follow-up sermon will talk about, how we shouldn't trust some of the stuff we see on the internet, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because at some point, I mean, through artificial intelligence, it knows all kinds of different calculations, and it can just start slowly swaying people to the Skynet way.
Right.
That's not good. Don't unplug your computers.
Right. Yeah.
It's a sin not to update your operating system.
Exactly. Well, that's pretty interesting.
These are the ones and zeros
Because,
commandments.
I would see the use of AI as if I'm writing a sermon for editing, for help in editing or help in,
Correct your English.
correcting
Yeah.
some of the language, or if I'm, I'm trying to say this, but trying to put it into words, maybe the computer could help me out with some suggestions.
Well, see, and I think that's a great application if I can wall off the domain where I want the AI to go find its research.
Right.
If you tell AI, hey, go out and find this information, it can go far and wide across the internet and find some of the most ridiculous sources that can bring you the most misinformation possible.
Yeah.
But if you know there's a legit source somewhere and you can wall it off and say, okay, I only want you to look at these scholarly articles.
Right.
Check my information.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's a good application.
Or, I want you to search every Bible, every version of the Bible there is for this specific, because, you're thinking about something, you've got something on your heart and you're like, but I can't remember what part of the Bible that says this.
Right.
Then using some sort of tool like that makes sense. But the full on writing the whole thing, you're going down a path that I will not follow on that one.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But
Good for him for thinking outside of the box.
Yeah.
Thinking outside of the box.
And then his next sermon be titled, "Do Not Trust Skynet." Do not trust AI. All right. I first was thinking you were saying that it was like an AI generated, like even pastor, where they were just like, just stare at this screen and this generated.
It's not too far. It's not too far because all they have to do is, okay, well, what do you want your pastor to look like? How tall?
Right, exactly.
What color hair? What length of hair? How are they going to speak?
Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll get back to the show here in just a second. What else we got to talk about? Well, quite a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
What do you got on your list of things you'd like to talk about?
I don't know. I'm just looking up to see what we should talk about on the Moody on the Market thing.
Okay.
We covered the banking thing yesterday, so we should probably cover
some other stuff.
Yeah, it'll be
This is the behind the scenes look that you get. We got a lot of we usually stack up a bunch of things to talk about, and then we on the fly kind of coordinate where that stuff's going. But we'll get back to the show here right now.
60s, and then for Wednesday, a lot more clouds roll in, partly to mostly cloudy skies, high temperatures right around 80. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Man, we got a lot going on at WSJM.com and the app. You can actually have a chance to win tickets to see William Shatner at the Mendel Center. You can also get information on Real Men Wear Pink. That's at WSJM.com as well. Lots to talk about this morning. We've covered, everything from a little bit of politics, a little bit of lifestyle and things going on. How would you like this? How'd you like to live on the moon?
Oh.
You could soon live on the moon as soon as 2040.
Huh. That's not too far away.
Yeah. A little over 15 years away.
I have a question, but
you have a question?
I can wait. Why would I want to live on the moon?
Well, NASA hopes to build houses on the moon by 2040. Their housing development is going to be called Project Olympus. That are going to construct these houses with a concrete-like substance made out of moon dust, rocks, and minerals. And they're sending astronauts to the moon with the Artemis 2 next year.
Huh.
You know, I was wondering if with the moon dust and all that stuff, if they're going to, I don't know if you've seen this, they have like 3D printers for houses.
Yes.
And you just, it's concrete or whatever, and they just basically put the machine out there.
They're
and
amazing.
It builds the whole thing. I'm wondering if they would do the same thing on the moon, like say, okay, we're going to take this team up on the moon, and we're actually going to take a machine with you, put it together, and have that build the huts or houses or whatever, and then the humans, live there.
That makes a lot of sense. But I have questions on why I would want to live on the moon. The closest convenience store is a few million miles away.
Right.
I guess for the novelty of it.
I think it'd be fun.
I don't know if the view is going to be that great.
I would like to live on the moon, not in 2040.
Okay.
But I'd give it a little while because I want them to, of course,
you
develop
want to go through
things.
the beta.
Yeah, I want the beta test. I want to make sure that they don't uncover any sort of moon monster of any kind.
Yeah.
So once they get that figured out, much like why I don't buy a phone when it's brand new.
It might overheat.
Yeah, like you did, and it's overheating. So yeah, I mean, 2040, that's pretty quick because this is the first time that we've been on the moon in a very long time. And now we're like saying, hey, you know what? We're going to live there.
Going to live there. Oh.
I mean, Jeff Bezos wants to have a moon base because he's auditioning for a Bond villain here in the future.
I assume they've run the tests on the moon dust to make sure it's not like asbestos.
Right.
Where if you breathe it, you get cancer.
It's a good point because this is going to be something where if you're living there, you're not going to be in a suit the entire time.
You wouldn't think.
You're going to take your suit off.
Right.
So yeah, you don't want to breathe in the moon.
They're going to have glass up there? Like for windows?
And you'd think that they could make the glass.
Yeah.
Could they make the glass out of the moon dust and the minerals? I don't know.
I appreciate that NASA's dreaming big on this one. I just don't know if it's ready for that.
No, definitely not. Yeah. I think we got more problems on Earth to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Other things. Did you see that there's apparently a camo shortage?
But wait, on the moon houses, do you have locks on your doors on the moon house?
Why would you need locks on the door of your moon
no
house?
locks. That's kind of nice.
No need. Yeah, no need.
All right.
There's a camo shortage apparently that's forcing Marines to loosen their uniform regulations.
Oh, I thought you said camel.
Camel. Yeah, no, camo. Camel.
Camo.
No.
Camouflage.
Camo shortage. Camouflage shortage.
Okay.
And it's gotten so bad. Marines.
How is there a camouflage shortage?
I have no idea because can't you just basically print that off?
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The everyday woodland pattern is one that is hard to find, and the Marines say that they won't get new ones until at least next summer. Until then, Marines might look a little uncoordinated with some having to wear their desert camouflage instead.
Okay, so the desert camouflage supply is fine. It's the woodland camouflage.
It's the woodland camouflage.
And what's happening in the U.S. right now?
All
hunting season is beginning.
Yep.
The bow folks.
Yeah,
are
why
already
can't
out
they
there.
just go to the pro shop and pick that up?
Maybe they're creating a shortage so that everyone goes out and gets their woodland camo right now.
Yeah, oh man, you better get it. You better get your
There's a
hands on
shortage.
it.
Just like when I got snookered into what's the hot sauce? Sriracha.
Sriracha,
Got
yeah.
snookered into buying a couple of bottles of that.
Did you?
Yeah, that'll
we did
last me
too.
5 years.
We did too. Jocelyn's like, oh no, I gotta go get some. And I'm like, you still got a half bottle left. But we did get one. We've got one.
Running out of camo. You just print that stuff. That's
what I thought, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they even have the digital camo where they digitize it to make it look.
Yeah, I didn't think they actually used the classic woodland camo anymore.
Well, it depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're fighting in a woodland, you need woodland camo.
Yeah, you can't do the digital stuff because they'll be like, looking on the wilderness. I'm going to go with that pixelated thing over there. That looks like somebody that's not supposed to be there.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to ask my brother. He's in a different branch of the military, but I've never heard anything about like, well, can't go to work today. Don't have my camo.
Where do you use the woodland camo? Where are we finding where we need woodland camo right now?
I don't know. You have the desert camo.
Yeah.
You've got the snow camo.
Mm.
I don't know. Where's the woodlands?
Well,
we'll have to check in.
I'm afraid to speculate where we're thinking about finding.
Well, we're everywhere.
Or hiding. Maybe they're just hiding, not necessarily finding.
I can't believe that there'd be a shortage on a fabric like that.
It's fabricated.
Yeah, maybe it's a budget cut where they're like, man, guys, we got a shortage, so you just got to hold on to those uniforms for a little
Maybe
while.
they had the same questions we did. Where do we need woodland camo? We don't need it.
Right.
So they
We
took
don't
the
need
orders
it.
off.
I got my backup camo. I'm good with that.
Could be stuck on a container ship somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got some other things to get to here in just a few minutes. We'll catch you up with your Moody on the Market update next.
Breast cancer is the most common cancer in women in the U.S. Hi, I'm Mark Curtis from Lakeshore Napier Shell.
And I'm Ken Kosminski from the Buck Burgers and Brew in St. Joe.
There's market research and statistics that come into play. And so we're here to really talk through from the idea phase and beyond.
From helping you develop your business plan to matching you with financial assistance and networking, the Women's Business Center helps entrepreneurs turn their ideas into thriving businesses. And the support doesn't stop there.
I would argue that's even where it gets more critical. As you start to do it, you're in the thick of it and things arise that you'll need guidance on.
Best of all, assistance is very low cost or free.
We will help you really in every aspect of it.
The Women's Business Center at Cornerstone Alliance in Michigan's Great Southwest.
This is Berrien County Under Sheriff Chuck Height, and you're listening to the morning show on WSJM.
Want to know what's going on in Southwest Michigan, especially when it comes to business news? We got you covered. MoodyOnTheMarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. Our team of contributors always on it. And also we've got our Moody on the Move series where Pat Moody goes around all the areas around Southwest Michigan, talks with a lot of business owners and organizations. And Zach East actually filling in for him this month.
Okay.
Hanging out at Our Lady of the Lake.
Oh,
I keep saying the old name, but it's Our Lady of the Lake and all the great things that they have going on. So go check out that video at MoodyOnTheMarket.com and the app. Your update brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
Sometimes, many times, we tell you about events that are upcoming,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't really tell you what happened at the event after it's done.
Right.
So we thought we'd go back and figure out, well, what happened at the Waco Beach cleanup in Bridgman. There was a late September cleanup event, held at Waco Beach, and apparently it made a big difference.
Nice.
Southwest Michigan Planning Commission Deputy Director Marcy Hamilton tells us that the event was held to coincide with several cleanups taking place throughout the Great Lakes region. They had 49 volunteers come out.
Nice.
They collected more than 22 pounds of trash from the beach.
Jeez.
And up in the dunes. Said they had great people turn out. They had a mother and son come all the way from Elkhart to attend the event. Hamilton gave a presentation on the Great Lakes water quality, got everyone to work. She says the volunteers removed some large items like old beach chairs that had washed up from the lake. They also focused on getting off the small pieces of plastic off the beach, which are a particular concern in Lake Michigan. And the event was sponsored by Bridgman's Shoreline Resiliency Committee, an advisory committee established by the Bridgman City Council to keep people abreast of shoreline issues. Hamilton said they will schedule another cleanup event. Probably won't be until 2024. But those cleanup events, it's a great opportunity to get out, meet people in the community, or even from Elkhart coming up from Indiana to help clean the beaches that they enjoy on the Great Lakes, and make sure that we're not, ingesting plastic.
Well, yeah, and it's it's especially important to clean all that stuff up. But it's also nice if there's people that frequent the beach, saying, "Hey, I'll volunteer. I'll go back. I'll clean that stuff up." And you know why so many people showed up?
Tell me.
Because, well, first, we told them about it.
That's true.
And we talked to the folks and got something to say, but also because there was donuts.
Oh, there were donuts.
There were donuts.
That's the draw.
So if you're ever planning an event, especially you need volunteers to do something, do some work.
Donuts,
pizza, something like that. But yeah, that's a great event. So looking forward to hearing more about what they plan on doing in the future. Are they going to move to different beaches?
I hope so.
Because I think there's other needs in other areas as well.
Yeah, that'd be very nice. Big opportunity.
So go check out that story and other stories as well at moodyonthemarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. And you can check out best places to work, 40 under 40, Bold Women of Business, and all those other award recipients. Your Moody on the Market update brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles. News, sports, and a whole lot more coming up next.
We're watching over you. IMS Insurance Management Service.
All right, everybody, that just about wraps us up for today. And make sure if you watch this video over, that you turn the sound on, because my mother yesterday was like, trying to watch your video, but it's not working. Like, Mom,
Was she telling you that we had a problem with our audio?
No.
Oh, okay.
She had a problem with her audio.
Okay, good.
Because I was like, no, I checked it yesterday. We're good. And she said, it's not working. It said the speaker's on, but I'm not getting any sound. You know what it was? She just didn't turn the volume up.
I will say, in her defense, a lot of the apps, which I appreciate, are turning the sound off, the stuff that just pops up. Which
that's true.
That's great.
Because even if you have your sound up, you click on a video, or you scroll by it and the video is playing in the sound, and then you click on it to watch more, it all of a sudden cuts the sound off.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of clicks in between us and content.
Yeah.
You know where we don't do that? Here.
Mm-hmm.
Just turn us on, let it go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Except for your mom.
And I told her, I was like, I'm going to start charging you for these customer service calls that you get.
They only get worse, by the way, and longer.
I know. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
She'll send me screenshots of stuff. She'll send me, she'll call me about stuff.
Geez.
She's actually getting to the point where she started asking Jocelyn about some of this stuff.
My dad used to leave me voicemails with his technology problems, including advice on what technology to buy, because he wanted new headphones. And he saw that at the time I had the Beats, the in-ear ones, and he called and left a voicemail. Kenny, I need some help. I was thinking about those Beats. BEAT. And he spelled it and just kept going on and on.
Oh my gosh.
Like, no, just don't. Just get off the expressway. Just stay there.
That's
Use what
funny.
you got. Don't try to get new.
That's funny. Going through a couple comments here real quick. As we were talking about living on the moon earlier, Teresa, who's been, I think, watching the entire time we've been doing this
Thank you,
show
Teresa.
today, she says living on the moon would not work for me. I'm claustrophobic.
Well, you got a lot of open area there.
You do have a lot of open area, but
Yeah.
I'm sure the moon bases and the things that they're going to build are probably not going to be that big
Oh.
because, you got to pay for all the heat and air conditioning
Square
and all that
footage and
stuff.
stuff. Yeah.
Mary on our Facebook page says, Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Mary.
Yeah, thank you. Teresa's still watching. Look at that.
Good.
With the most people watching today than we've ever had. I don't know what
boy.
it is. I don't know
jinx
what's
us.
going on.
Don't jinx us.
But thank you so much, everybody. We'll talk to you again here, tomorrow. But we still got a full hour of the show left if you want to come hang out with us on the radio, 94.9 WSJM
Or
or
you
the
can stream
WSJM
it.
app. Yeah,
stream it on the
WSJM app and WSJM.com
All
on
those
your
places.
fancy new phone.
Yeah.
Do you have the WSJM app on your new phone?
I do.
All right.
I
Good.
do.
Sweet.
Let's see if it'll work, though. Let's see if I do this.
I know you have technology issues.
Well, so I've got the regular thing.
Yeah.
Here. Got the regular thing here. And then let's go to submit media. Oh, I can submit media now?
Oh, my
And there's an
gosh.
open mic.
Oh, my
Let's
gosh.
see if the open mic thing works this time.
It should.
Record. Hello, I'm recording a message to the open mic portion of the WSJM app. Get back to me as soon as possible, please. Because that's supposed to go to the
There you
news team, right?
I believe so. I've seen it before. So I think it goes to all of us.
It's not even giving me here. Look at this. It says send it over here.
Yeah.
But
Huh. Interesting.
Everything's blacked out.
Interesting.
Everything's blacked
All
out.
right. Well, we'll get technology figured out. But you have
App
a great
designers,
day.
Sorry.
All right, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. You're just doing all kinds of stuff over there.
Yeah.
Trying to do the show here, man.
Gee whiz.